Good morning. Good morning. I am excited to come and share a couple tips I think just might help some of you guys. I don't know if you're like me, but I super struggle with staying focused. So we are going to get this party started this morning. So good morning. If you're jumping on live, give me a shout out. Let me know you're with me. I want to know who my people are on today with me. If you're watching the replay, I love the emoji, the flame. Let's burn it up, y'all. So good morning, Carol, and I am Dana Glass from Michigan. I am coming to you today with your daily dose of Dana, just real life tips to help you become better, right? And so good morning, good morning, good morning. It's time to rise and shine. Good morning. And I'm also the Gigi Maven. I love my t-shirts. Anyways, who likes motivational quotes? Like, do you love this? I got this new picture that says she's clothed with strength and dignity, and she laughs without fear of the future. It's Proverbs 31:25. I love that little picture. Who loves that little picture? So good morning. So I had a couple conversations last week about, being overwhelmed. Do you ever feel overwhelmed in life? I don't know, but we all should be raising. Put a raised hand in the comments if you ever feel overwhelmed. Because I think in today's society, we're living in such a fast-paced society. Good morning, Tracy. Good morning, Shelly. We're living in such a fast-paced society, and I am that girl. I'll be sitting here and be like, squirrel. Like, ding, I need to go do this. Oh, let me go put a batch of laundry in, which is okay. I'll come back and sit and I'll start something, and then I'll think, let me go do my dishes. Then I'll run out and go do the dishes, and I'll come back, and I'm like, okay, girl. So when I was talking to a couple people last week, I'm like, it is hard to stay focused. I think it's even harder today. If you guys agree with me, give me a 1 in the comments if you agree that it's super hard in today's society to stay focused. I think it's really one of the harder things with, social media and all those things. So how do you do that? So I'm going to give you a couple tips today, what I started doing anyway. So one thing I do is I plan my day the night before. Now, I know life can happen and, that's okay. But for the average day, you guys, I think we let ourselves off the hook. Do you know time is your most valuable asset? You don't get it back. What you have today is it. You're not even guaranteed tomorrow. So time is your most valuable asset. Good morning, Mel. So I started this saying where, especially now that I am working from home, where I said, at the title you can see I say, I command my day. I command my day. So I am allowing myself to get sleep. I'm putting myself to bed like 10:30 at night. I'm unwinding from social media. One of the tips that I got, which I know not everybody can do this, but I was paying for an extra phone line, so I got an extra phone. So when I'm done for the night working, I shut my business phone off now. It's been a freaking godsend because I was doing business and personal on one phone, and I was now allowing myself to go to sleep. So I just have a second phone, I shut it off. It's really nice. But I command my day. It's at the top of my thing. I actually just made a list and I photocopied it because I have a printer. And I know, 6 o'clock I wake up. I do my gratitude every morning before I get out of bed. Now I'm doing meditation before I go to bed. I'm claiming my life, you guys. So if you just say, okay, I know I got to go to my job. And, after work, I'm going to go to the grocery store and I need to do this. You need to kind of see it already happening, because I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't already do that, if you don't kind of prepare for it, you're going to find yourself going to bed at night and thinking, how did I not get everything freaking done? So you have to command your day. And so I do this now the night before. I am preparing. I kind of know. I'm getting into my routine. What does that look like? And then number 2, who makes to-do list? Raise your hand, give me a 2 in the comments if you make to-do lists. Here's a tip I got a long time ago, and I've actually learned to do this. I was the girl that I'm a list person. Obviously, you can tell. So you got to make it work for your personality. So these are just tips, but you got to make them work for your personality. So if you're making a list, if you're a list person, give me a 2 in the comments. So I am a list person. So I'm always got this to-do list, right? I've always got this huge to-do list. One of the things, so I think you can have an ongoing brain dump. And what I mean by brain dump is write everything out. Right now we're kind of remodeling our house. Like, I want to make a list, or I did make a list of everything that we needed to do so we could start crossing off so I feel better in the process. Does that make sense? So if you're a list person, it's okay to have that brain dump list where you just put all the things on there. But this is what I want to give you the tip. Here's your second tip. Find the most important things for today, because you can't do all the things. And what I used to do was make this list of like 50,000 things, no exaggeration, right? 50,000 things, and then I'd get one or two done, and I would go to bed feeling defeated all the time. So here's a tip that I learned, and I think I learned it from Mel Robbins, but I can't remember. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Her book is so fabulous if you've never read that. I think what I learned was pick the most important things for the day. So I will write that on here. Like, it would be on my list for the day. I actually have a planner that I use. This is just to keep me on task throughout the day. I highlight so I know I'm accomplishing the things I want to make sure I do. But I have a planner that I use for the day, and I write down the top things I must do for the day. And crossing them off or highlighting them or whatever it is for you. And when you limit the amount you're doing for the day, you're going to start feeling more successful, and you're actually going to create more of the energy you're looking for to stay focused. Does that make sense, you guys? So many times we have this huge to-do list, or, we just shut down because we're just overwhelmed. And so we isolate ourselves, and we just shut down altogether, and nothing gets done. So number 2 was brain dump your entire list that you want to get done. Everything you can think of, everything. And then each day look at the list. What do I need to do today? What's really, really important today? And if you've never read the book, Eat the Frog, it's super good, because he talks about pick the one thing that you really avoid, like the hardest thing, and do that first of your daily activities. So number 2 was brain dump your list and pick the top few things that you must get done for the day, and quit writing down everything, because you're going to never feel successful. And then removing distractions. I think this is the hardest one. You have to protect yourself. You have to protect your dreams. You have to protect your goals. So there's different ways to do that, right? And maybe shutting yourself into a room. So if you're doing like me, like after I hang up with this, I'm going to sit on my deck, and I do my Bible study for the day. And so I don't take my phones with me, because that would be a distraction for Dana Glass. When I'm doing my Bible study for the day, I just don't have my phone around. Maybe it's, it's just like when you're sitting down for dinner. This is one of my biggest freaking irritations today. When you're sitting down for dinner and you got tablets and phones, put them away. Put them away. Let's protect the time we have. One of the things I want you guys to understand is to enjoy the moments. I want you to learn to enjoy the moments. So, yeah, we have a lot to do. But when you're in that moment, are you really focusing on that one activity, that one task at hand, or that one moment of spending time with people? Are you being intentional with that? See, we spend so much time thinking about all the things we need to do, and that we're exasperated by the end of the evening, and we really haven't done nothing. So I really want you guys to ask yourself, am I being intentional, and am I being focused on my activities at hand? So when I'm looking at, okay, it's my Bible study time, so I'm not going to have my phone out, I really want to spend time with God, right? So being intentional. But I know now what I'm doing next. I know what my day is going to look like, y'all. Although I forgot to add in here something. So now I'm going to add it in here for my daughter. I have in here, like, household. Us women, you guys listen, here's a tip that I learned 20 years ago. And I've tried, I don't always stay true to it, but it was a really, really good tip. If you're working a job and you have children, and all those things, we're busy. We're cray busy. Here's a tip that I learned was, now we know there's always going to be dishes to do. Every day there's dishes to do. But the things around your house, like mopping the floor or sweeping the floors or cleaning the bathroom, like this lady taught me to plan it on a certain day. So like I think she said she did vacuuming on Tuesdays and Fridays. So you can see I have on here household duties. Like I gave myself an hour to household touch up. And so like if I knew it was my day to do sweep the floor, I don't have to think about what do I need to do. It becomes automatic. Does that make sense, you guys? So I think we're living in a society where there's so many distractions. There's so much to do. We're overwhelmed. So you got to get clear. Are you going to command your day? You got to figure out, brain dump your brain dump all the freaking to-do lists and figure out what is really most important today. One of the things I talk about a lot on here, if you've been following me for a while, is being organized with your time. I do believe in being intentional in all areas of your life. I used to hear all the time that, sacrifice, short-term for long-term goals. Now, I do believe in that, but I do believe that you also can have all things. I think you can have your family time. I don't think you should sacrifice your family in order to live your dreams. But at the same token, it does mean working, right? So if hey, I'm working for the next hour, being more intentional. I've been doing a lot of power hours in my business. And I'm like, wow, I get so much more done because I'm laser focused on that one task. I'm not thinking about, oh, I should sit down and do this. Or I should sit down. I'm not thinking about it. I'm taking action, but I'm setting a timer. And that was the last tip I had for you. Sometimes you just have to say, I'm going to do this for 15 minutes. I'm going to go do my household chores for 15 minutes. Whatever gets done, it gets done. Freaking set a timer. Everybody has a cell phone today. You guys all have timers on your phone. You have alarms. All those good things. You have a stopwatch on there. Set it for 15 minutes. I'm going to go do those things for 15 minutes. I'm going to tell you guys, if you'll just implement this, if you'll just take charge of your life and your time, you're going to feel so much better. So if you found value, let me know in the comments that you found value. If you're going to actually implement anything I said, let me know what stood out to you. Let me know what tip so I can know how to help you guys more. So yes, today is Wealth Wednesday. It is Wellness Wednesday. It could be whatever you want it to be, but you choose it. You get to choose to command your day, you guys. I love you. Smooches. Have a fabulous day.